One random ass night in December of 2023, I had a nightmare. Basically, these alien-type creatures, similar to what you'd see in the Quiet Place movies, wiped out humanity, became the alpha species. These alien creatures had this ability to basically make humans' brains explode, releasing a type of frequency, and the only way to survive being within a certain proximity of them was to have some sort of ear protection. T-minus 2 weeks later, Galen's work announces they're having a 72-hour film competition. The theme was Winter Holiday. When you think winter holiday, you typically probably think of Christmas, reindeer, eggnog, happy, wholesome times. I thought, let me take this little creepy nightmare I had and somehow make it a holiday that happens in the wintertime. Apologies in advance for this video being lower quality. I took all this BTS footage 9 months ago in December before I even had my camera, and I didn't even know if I was gonna make a video out of it. I'm sort of throwing this video together because I have so much footage of this behind the scenes of shooting PROGENY, and right now I'm in a period where I don't have a video to put out for a couple weeks because I'm shooting like 3 videos at once. This video is gonna be lower quality, apologies. Hopefully still very insightful when it comes to indie filmmaking. I had about 2.5 weeks to prep everything. Get my team together, costume design, props. The first thing I knew I had to do was dive into the production design because it was going to be intricate. I had an idea. During the winter season, these survivors on Earth go and infiltrate the aliens' nests, trying to prohibit propagation. Basically just going and burning down their nests. Big concept, big idea, and I went for it. Why did I spend $10 at the thrift store for these Nerf guns? A 25-year-old woman with no kids? I am making a indie sci-fi film again. Today I went to the thrift store and I spent about 20 bucks on some sci-fi props. Boing! When you're making a dystopian sci-fi film, a lot of the times you're like, where am I gonna get some scientific looking jars like this? Some crazy sci-fi looking weaponry? Now, I highly suggest you go to a thrift store because there are aisles upon aisles of just kids' toys, where you can basically find a lot of the stuff you're looking for. Dirty them down, scrape them, make them look old. Wiring for decking out your production design, mechanical stuff. This one was $3.99. This one was $3.99, and I'm definitely gonna go back and get a big one. I knew I wanted some sci-fi looking guns, like something you'd see out of Halo. Where was I gonna get these? The kids section of Goodwill. On my way to buy some more Nerf guns. It's probably gonna look weird that I'm in there for the second day in a row in the kids aisle. The job of the Goodwill employee is to not question my motives. Maybe I'm just a mother. I didn't find a really big gun, but I found the largest gun I have yet. Nearly 3 hours. We got bada bing, bada boom. And I probably could have done this way faster if I used spray paint. But what I like about hand painting with a layer of black and then silver, you can be more detail oriented. Then I knew I had a scene where my main character discovers this nest of alien eggs. So I had to make some eggs, and I had to make a giant nest. I went online and I purchased the largest egg bundle pack I could find of Easter eggs, basically, and I threw on clay, painted over to make them look like alien eggs. Starting with the nest, I'm going to have a cardboard base and then start working around and start breaking off pieces of this. Here we have the nest, and I have a couple twigs on it just to get the vibe going. Super glued all that crap down. Right now it looks like trash, but just wait. And one of my favorite parts is thrifting the clothes, specifically having to buy more militaristic looking shirts and pants, but then just ruining them, cutting holes in them, scraping them up with sandpaper, slabbing paint, dabbing paint to make it look just dirty, rusty, moldy, icky, gross. During those 2 weeks, I was going to work 9 hours a day, 5 days a week. During my breaks, I was writing, pulling stock music, and I found some really wonderful music that was literally giving me goosebumps, where I was like, I know exactly where this is going, exactly where this piece is going. One of the things I start with when writing a film is music. I cannot write without music. All the music used in this video today was from MusicBed. They have an insane collection of music on here that I can't wait to use in future indie films. And they have this crazy new AI technology where you can basically type in any song that exists and they will generate for you similar music on their platform that you can use copyright free. Anything from Taylor Swift, Chappell Roan, Nirvana. If you're looking for music that sounds similar to Nickelback. I spend hours and hours and hours searching for music for my films, and this new tool that they have is just nothing like I've seen before. If you click the link in my description, then you can find a free trial version of MusicBed. I had to turn my basement into a dystopian looking area. There were just so many key props that I needed that I thrifted most of, but some, like a gas tank that needed to be clean, I had to go buy. $22 for a gasoline tank. I'm actually going to actively pour fake gasoline, aka like water with food coloring, on some of my props, and I don't know what has been in the gasoline tank I got from Goodwill, so I just wanted something empty, clean, never had gasoline in it. Indie filmmaking! Yay! Nothing I would rather be spending $22 on besides plastic. The day before, I went to a party store and I got a bouquet of baby balloons and a tub of blood. Please don't fly off. Please don't fly off. Please don't fly off. Please don't pop. Please don't pop. Accompanied with some blood. As a worker at the store, they're probably thinking, oh yeah, okay, this person is having a baby or bringing this to a friend who's having a baby. And then I throw the tub of blood on the counter. And I can only imagine what the f*** this woman is thinking I'm doing. She gave me this weird look. She asked me who was having the baby after I buy stage blood. And I was like, nobody's having a baby. It's for a film. And she's like, a sad baby film? I was like, a sad baby film? There's not that much narrative filmmaking up here. When they encounter me and I'm purchasing a weird quantity or just a weird combination, like a bunch of baby balloons and then blood, you're gonna wonder what the heck is going on. And then I have to kind of explain. And then they're like, still kind of weirded out. Oh well. Friday comes along and we shoot for most of the day in our dystopian little basement.
I'm gonna have you pan it back and forth. Like you see, like have him look, like see the little hole. Just like face it, like turn it and face it towards like the little. Yep, that's awesome. That's perfect. Thank you. Camera's rolling. Camera's rolling. Okay. Ready? Set.
And action!
It looks like he's trying to like hit someone.
Oh, yeah, let me hold it in the middle.
Actually, that's not bad. For some reason, when you hold it in the middle, it doesn't look as goofy as the bottom. Yeah.
It still looks goofy to me if he's like firewood. Just that tiny.
Alright, and action. Start on the wood.
Have you seen the spare firewood?
And then on the day, I had a makeup artist named Elena. Here's her social medias if you'd like to check her out. She is amazing. She did this crazy war makeup that I barely gave direction on. I was kind of like, do your thing, make it look like they're trying to camouflage into the woods a little bit. And she went with this very The 100 look, if you've seen the show The 100 on the CW or Netflix. I like, don't know why.
Yes. I'm gonna throw more paint.
Yes. That night we went and shot in this wooded park near my house, which I actually have like no coverage of because I was in director mode. I was stressing. I wasn't really thinking of doing this for YouTube at the time, but I can tell you it was so bloody cold. Everyone was wrapped up in blankets while we're trying to shoot this very serious group scene where everyone's in this crazy makeup. Might I add, one of my main actors turns to me once we get to the location and he says, "Did you know yesterday there was a random shooting in this park? 24 hours earlier, and I'm bringing a bunch of people in a very dark wooded area where there's no lights. We had to provide the lighting, flashlights and all, and our big lights." And I turned to him and I'm like, why the f*** would you say that to me right now? He just had a fact and he wanted to tell me, and I love him to death, but oh my God, my anxiety spiked through the roof. We got the shots. They looked amazing. It looked cold because it was really, really cold. We go home, we offload footage, and it's time for day 2. One of the most memorable shoot days of my entire life. The car stunt day. 5 a.m. on Saturday, and today we are doing stunt cars. First, we have to drive to the place, which is like an hour plus away, and it's gonna be cold. Director's here. We out here. Oh, excuse me, sir. Oh. So we actually have to wait for some stunt crew to come out because there's gonna be cars in the background. You're swerving around. The weather forecast does say it's going to rain this day, but it will make for cool shots, and the car stunt guys told me that it actually tends to make car stunts easier when you don't have to wet down the pavement. It's already wet for you, so it's gonna rain. Everyone bundle up like crazy. Bring your jackets, umbrellas. We brought so many tents. The first couple shots are mounted on the outside of a car, and we know we have to get them before the rain, so we're rushing. One of my main characters is driving, and cars are supposed to be swerving around the back as he's like...
The trailer is gonna be in the center of the lane. Okay, copy that. Camera car gonna be on the road.
Ready, and action!
Oh, that was perfect.
Wow.
I need to grab camera.
Okay, well stop, wait for the car to stop.
I need to grab camera.
We finish up the shots right in time because it starts raining. So later on, we actually had to add rain in post because it starts raining for the later shot, funny enough. And not just little drizzles, it starts pouring.
It already had some shipping, and then I pulled it out of my pocket, some fell off, and I was like,
We're gonna jump in real fast. Ready to go.
Are you talking? TikTok?
Everyone can say
Oh,
TikTok.
TikTok.
It's horizontal, it's YouTube. Like, come on. Come on. This is a TikTok. This is the YouTube. And then it was time for the real stunts.
All right, Brady's plugging in.
Look, I'm flying a plane. Something. It's like so much tech. Oh, did we wear these?
Yes.
What is it?
Left side. It's calm to everyone in the car. Mic up for off.
Oh.
It's comms. It's like the C1 comms.
I get in this camera car, and it's like a spaceship. I'm just in awe. Falling behind the stunt car with the camera just craned over top.
And action.
Yes. Cut. Are we cutting?
Insane. To think I just had a nightmare one night, and now I'm sitting here in this stunt car situation, bringing my idea to life. It was so f***ing surreal. We get back after finishing this stunt, and we have like 4 or 5 other stunts like that planned. But then, it starts snowing. Let's hear those sleigh bells swing-a-ling, jing, jing-a-ling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for sleigh together with you. Outside the snow is falling. Friends are falling it too. It's fucking snowing. I didn't order the snow. It did not say it was gonna snow.
Snow.
Now you have to add snow.
It went from rain to snow. Hey, Dominic, winter holiday film.
Yeah, you guys were like, how are you gonna make it a winter holiday film? I was like,
Katie clearly knew.
I knew this was gonna happen.
Oh, snow is starting to hit this. Is that a problem?
Yes, I would pull that back.
Oh,
Let's, yeah, very carefully.
wait, we have a fire extinguisher here and we definitely don't need it. We're waiting for it to stop / turn back to rain so we can go and do the rest of the stunts. It starts to get really foggy and the visibility gets really bad. Remind you, we got there and it was crystal clear, wonderful, nice cloudy morning. 2.5 hours later, we're in a snowstorm. This is
nuts. Big beefy nuts. It's crazy nuts. This is
it's sticking. It's f***ing sticking. At least everybody's warm in their cars.
All right, cars. I'm gonna start placing you guys. So let's start moving a little bit forward together.
It just gets progressively worse and worse and worse. And eventually they want to keep trying to do it. And I'm like, the continuity wouldn't even work at this point. The ground is covered in snow. The trees are covered in snow. It looks like a completely different day in the matter of 30 minutes. We had to call it.
Honestly, that might be the end of the day. If it's not going to stop snowing and this is already too much for them, yeah, just figure out like what we can do that we all feel safe about.
Totally.
You'll see in the film if you watch it, link in the description below. We made it work, but we had so much more planned for our hero car to basically be swerving around other cars and this and that. That scene was supposed to be a lot longer. But instead, it just ended up being a fun afternoon for the last couple hours. We all just like turned into kids. We're just playing in the snow. Some of us have never even seen snow before. So we're throwing snowballs, we're having a laugh, we're eating food, we're drinking cold coffee, and we're just having a good time. And it ended up being like a really wholesome memory with everyone. Every photo and video of me is just like Mother Nature's being a We went home, we reviewed the footage, and honestly, I was stoked. I've never even imagined I'd be able to have a sequence like this in a film of mine. Ever?
Like, I was like, do the 180.
No, this is the coolest shot.
You know.
I can't believe we did this.
I mean, that combination right there, they're 100%. They can use that in the reel for sure.
So then day 3.
This is the state of my house.
It's a war zone. It's actually not that bad. Today's the final day. We got from 10:30 to 4 o'clock. So we had a good amount of stuff. We gotta hurry. But we gotta finish this film. We gotta do it. Very minimal footage of this day as well, but basically I woke up Sunday morning and oh my god, the weather was beautiful. It was a beautiful sunny day, clear skies, light breeze, and we were able to film the first half of the scene where my main character freaks out, aliens take over. I'm actually in that scene. I come out of the car in the background. And originally I was going to CG in some monsters, but I just couldn't find one that I liked that felt legit enough. And sometimes monsters are scarier before you see them, so I never actually show these monsters in my film. We just see people's reactions to them, which I sort of liked better than my original idea. Blood, and I accidentally bought the expensive kind that you put in your mouth. Smells like peppermint.
Ooh. 'Tis the season.
To be jolly. Just like down. I'm a makeup artist now. Get that shirt. This stuff is like really thick. I guess blood is thick, right?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I actually don't even know if we're gonna see that here. What am I doing?
Great.
Dog, you okay?
I got a boo-boo.
What happened?
I was running and I tripped and that moped hit me. It's really sticky. A stunt car. Parry the stunt car.
So now it's time to go ham on this edit because I have T-minus 3 days to get this entire film done. I also have to work full time at the same time. Today is Monday, December something, 12 maybe. For the past 3 days we shot PROGENY and then ADR yesterday took like 6 hours because we were like joking around and laughing so much, which was really fun actually. But and then I stayed up until nearly 2 a.m. editing because I'm an idiot. Like I didn't need to do that, but I was so hyped about it that I just stayed up that late. And this film has to be done by Wednesday night, and it's Monday morning, and I don't even have a rough cut. My work, I have enough break time to edit, so I'm gonna be editing and getting this thing done. I'm really excited about it. It looks really cool. If you want to be a filmmaker, just do it. I don't know when or if you ever get to a place where you're like, I've learned all my lessons. I think every shoot you do is a lesson. And this one was another big one. Every break I had at work, I was editing and editing and editing and editing. On the last night of editing, my VFX artist Blake finally sent me some crazy VFX shot I had in mind, and they were so much better than I could have anticipated. He had to add rain to that car shot where it wasn't raining yet, and the one that really blew my mind was a shot where my main character's standing in front of a giant mountain of trees, and there's other characters running by, and he had to make the forest look like they'd set it on fire. And he did. Impeccable. I was shook. All the pieces were coming together so beautifully. That night, we were up till 2 a.m. with the export. Again, just absolutely exhausted, but so relieved. And then the next morning when it was due, I watched it through one more time, just blown away by what myself and all my casting crew and stunt crew who believed in me were capable of pulling off in less than a month, like 3 weeks. I don't have any footage of the 72-hour festival, unfortunately. Can say I was docked a lot of points because I didn't go with a holiday-themed film. I was told that making a film that revolves around a winter holiday would be good enough, but clearly it wasn't, because I was graded 0 out of the 10 points for holiday film and thus did not place, which was a little sad, and I was like a little salty about it, I'm not gonna lie. But still, I love this film, and this one really felt like a step for me. I think the people I work with feel proud of it afterwards, and that means the world to me. And the memories made doing it. I mean, it's cliche as hell, but it really is just the moments taken away from it that fill my soul and my heart. No, this is not my career. I don't make money doing this, but this is my life. Thank you so much for all the love and support over the last few weeks. I mean, YouTube has been a big dream of mine for most of my life, surprisingly. You probably wouldn't expect that. If I played a game of 2 truths and a lie, that'd be one of my truths, and people would be like, what? I thought you wanted to be a filmmaker. And I'd be like, I do, but YouTube is also in my heart. Just being able to share my filmmaking journey on here and have this also be a dream of mine coming true is like, I'm so excited. I'm not gonna cry. Not gonna cry. Almost cried. I'm just so grateful and excited. So thank you for being here, and subscribe if you'd like. I have a short film I'm shooting in a week and a half. I have a short film I'm shooting in October, and we have another car stunt short film we're shooting in September. So stay tuned for all that. I cannot wait to share it with you, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.